mic testing. I hope this one is recording. Anyways, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back, and this is back day. Nothing excites me of having a good back day, and today we will be training back and shoulders. That's what's going on, and it's officially what 5 weeks out, I guess. Anyway, all right. Okay, so today 5 days out. No, not 5 days out, but 5 weeks out, and we are pretty fat, even for that kind of time frame. So, but we're still slightly getting down. This morning I weighed up, like empty stomach, everything about 78-ish something, 8 more kilograms, which is another, I think, 15-20 pounds, and that means that I have to go with like 2 to 3 pounds every week, which feasibly impossible, it seems like. But anyways, I'm pretty at this point I pretty much guessed that I'll be in a terrible condition for the show. But apart from that, today we are training back day. We gotta keep working, so the best way to find out that how I'm gonna look is to work towards it. As what I have learned over the period of times, the more you do it, the better you get throughout on the way. You will, improve yourself on the journey. So not to think about much. But anyways, back day warm up is pretty much done. My back is open up. We are doing machines today because the T-bar rows were not available, and apparently, like the last chest day I did, I have some issues with my bicep. Like my biceps are still hurting. I don't know why. There is no such pulling movement that involves bicep, except the flies, I feel like, and I have a little stress on my biceps. But anyways, I am not thinking that much that will hinder the back training. But yeah, so this machine, one of the other reasons I picked this machine, this is like a really good machine for a beginner who wanted to use a pulling movement or any kind of movement that they need to understand how the pulling works and to involve the back. So I will just explain in a very short moment, or in a very easy way. So the best way to do any pull movement is arch your back, retracting your shoulders, and try to like pull down and squeeze. Or so you squeeze in a way the whole center of your energy centers around in the center of the back, not like a lower but like an upper back center, and like you feel like a congestion in the bone, in the spine, not like a pain thing, but like you feel like everything is just like summing up into that one center point that you focus. So the way I do is like I divide it into like, say, like 2 or 3 steps. Every back movement, the first, like, grip, make sure it's a firm grip, and then lift up the chest. In that, you are not going to pull anything with your arms. Make sure your arms are straight and tight, and you just lift. The moment you're gonna arch your back or lift up your chest and tighten up your back muscles, you will pull some of the, like, the object, whatever, your body's going a little bit backwards. That way your back is activated. So when I do this, so it is activated. Now the second movement is not to pull with your biceps, like pulling and your shoulders are ahead and everything. Make sure your shoulders are retracted at the very back, like it's like this at the back, and like this thing is like closer to your lats, so that's where your lats are activated. And when you pull, make sure you're pulling with that elbow, not with your wrist. The whole point of wrist is going to be just like act as a hook. So whenever you're training with any pulling movement, like it doesn't matter whether you're using the straps or no straps. So I always like pull in a hook position. You don't have to do like a firm grip, like a using all your grip strength until unless it's like a really heavy weight. But just using like a hook movement and like just try to pull and then pull with your elbows. You make sure your elbows are like tucked inward and then you pull. In that way, you will be using more of your lats, less of your grip and bicep strength. So that was the tip of the day, and let's get into the very first workout set. Anyways, move on to the next exercise. It's going to be single arm lat focused rows. As usual, grip is going to be vertical and pulling downwards, not like pulling backwards. So not like pulling like this, but pulling down. So that way I will be able to focus more on the lower portion of the lat. And I feel lats more, and this includes like when I pull leg down as compared to like pulling this, I'm using less of my bicep strength. So that's it. Back workout done.
Now, one set of shoulders, rear delts, and we are good to go. That's it. That's it for the shoulders. Let's get a pump check. All you did is lose a few pounds of fat, and now, like, especially like now the outside pump, it looks like give you the unnatty illusion